What's up? It's been a minute since I've done a video, but I guess it's been a minute since I put new stuff on the bike. This has been a bit of a long road here. As for starters, my Shy battery went bad on me and I had to send it back to the company. Granted, they took care of the shipping and they fixed it pretty fast, but that was a little concerning that all of a sudden the battery wouldn't charge. So yeah, obviously that was a problem. Apparently there was a bad connection with some of the cells in the unit, but they did fix it, get it back to me pretty quick. At the same time, the power cord, the stock power cord that comes with the bike had started arcing. So I noticed that it was making some bad connections and it needed to be removed. So I upgraded to the QA8, I think is what it's called. Let's see. QS8. So that's the power cord I wound up installing. It was kind of a pain in the ass. You need to be real careful when you're putting all this stuff together. I mean, also, to top it all off, I have the Torp controller on the way, so it should be here July 1st. So I'll be installing that here soon too. But this line right here, you've got to cut and you've got to save the breaker. You can't delete the breaker with the Torp controller apparently, so I kind of had to adapt to that once I realized that was a thing. And I talked to Torp and they were very responsive as well, got back to me real quick with some answers. But you've got to keep the breaker in there if you want to keep the Torp controller. So I had to take that power cord and I had to splice it open and I had to cut the lines myself and reinsert everything back into the breaker. It was a bit of a job, so if you're not mechanically inclined or, you know, some just basic electrical skills, I wouldn't even attempt it. And then you got to fight all your wires and stuff back up in here and get all that stuff to fit. So also I did get the KKE wheels. They're 1919 front and back. I just like having the same size tire, so I don't have to buy two different size tires, and I can always have the same size spare sitting around. But I bought two brand new Shinko 244s. I think that's what these are. These are great tires. I've got a set of these on my stock wheels right now too. But these KKEs are real nice. Just a much, beefier design. It comes with wheel locks. Just these nice blue anodized pieces to kind of top it all off. As well, I'm trying to just, start getting all my titanium parts for all the parts that are taking the most abuse. So just steadily, upgrading all that stuff. So, it can handle it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, but I should have the Torp controller here come July 1st, and I'll have some more to tell you after that, and I'll do a nice little ride and video, kind of talk about the bike and just what all's going on with it. Speaking of what all's going on with it, so the icing on the cake was my DC controller, which runs all the lights on your bike, is shorting out or doing something weird. So the bike is cutting out on me when I'm go to hit the throttle. It'll cut off. It did that to me last night. So I did a bunch of research, tore the bike apart. I don't have any sensors left in this bike. There are no sensors. There's no brake sensor, there's no kickstand sensor, there's no tip over sensor. So apparently this DC converter in the bike can wind up throwing a code and making the bike shut off too. So all I did was go in the guts of the bike, pulled that, you know, glob of wires out, found the correct connection, and I've unplugged it. So I'm running with no lights or anything right now. But we will see if that's the problem. So far I've had no issue with the bike since I've done that. And I don't know, let's see what I've got for battery left. Let's see. So I've run, yeah, down to 81%. So hopefully that's the problem. I just ordered another one on Amazon, so hopefully that is a problem. As well, with the new rims, I got new rotors to go with them. It's got 5,000 miles on the stock rotors. So these are a little bit thicker. They're the same diameter or size as the stock. They're just a little bit thicker. Other than that, you know, I've done my Fast Ace forks. Got the 66 volt 51 amp hour Shy battery, which, like I was saying, has been a bit of a pain in the butt, but I got it. So I'll be interested to see how that works with the Torp controller. Apparently that thing is just awesome. Everybody loves it. It's getting great reviews. So I'm anxious to get that installed next, and apparently it's pretty easy putting in. It's just a bunch of plug and play. And after pulling this thing apart 10 times over again now, I mean, I've been working on this bike for, gosh, basically a good 12 hours or better, getting all the pieces and parts done. I mean, Loctiting, all, you know, got all my titanium bolts and stuff in here, and just Loctiting all that stuff, and getting the wheels and stuff back on is always a little bit of a nightmare. I had on my back wheel here, I had the parts on either side backwards, so I was fighting myself there for a minute. So, you know, some of it you kind of gotta learn in the moment, unless you got somebody there that really knows what they're doing. But if you stay after it and you just kind of keep working at it, you can get it together. Anyways, I guess that's where I'm going to leave it for now, but when I get my Torp controller, I'll do a nice little ride along, and we'll test it out later.